One key difference between Trump's and Obama's Thanksgiving proclamation speaks volumes. President Donald Trump sounded a very different note this week from his predecessor with a Thanksgiving proclamation that not only mentioned God but encouraged Americans to worship together as they give thanks. Trump's proclamation was in contrast to the 2016 proclamation issued by former President Barack Obama, which steadfastly avoided any mention of religion in its text. Obama's proclamation noted that without indigenous peoples, the Pilgrims might not have survived. The proclamation made much of cultural blending and sounded a political note on the subject of immigration. We must reflect on all we have been afforded while continuing to work the work of ensuring no one is left out or left behind because of who they are or where they come from. Obama said, "As we gather in the company of our friends, families, and communities, just as the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag did centuries ago, let us strive to lift others, promote tolerance and inclusiveness, and give thanks for the joy and love that surround all of us." Trump's proclamation was far different. On Thanksgiving Day, as we have for nearly 4 centuries, Americans give thanks to Almighty God for our abundant blessings. The proclamation began, "We gather with the people we love to show gratitude for our freedom, for our friends and families, and for the prosperous nation we call home." Trump's proclamation noted the historical root of the holiday Americans celebrate Thursday. In thanks to God for these blessings, the new governor of the Plymouth colony, William Bradford, proclaimed a day of thanksgiving and gathered with the Wampanoag tribe for 3 days of celebration. Trump's proclamation noted that just as President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national day of thanksgiving in 1863, in the midst of a bloody civil war, the end of which was not in sight, Americans in 2017 give thanks in a world torn by violence. In the midst of heartache and turmoil, we are grateful for the swift action of the first responders, law enforcement personnel, military and medical professionals, volunteers, and everyday heroes who embodied our infinite capacity to extend compassion and humanity to our fellow man, Trump said. As we mourn these painful events, we are ever confident that the perseverance and optimism of the American people will prevail. The president noted that in the 400 years since the Pilgrims arrived in New England, the American character remains the same. We can see in the courageous Pilgrims who stood on Plymouth Rock in new land the intrepidness that lies at the core of our American spirit. Just as the Pilgrims did today, Americans stand strong, willing to fight for their families and their futures, to uphold our values, and to confront any challenge. Trump pointed out that the holiday is about faith as well as family. As one people, we seek God's protection, guidance, and wisdom as we stand humbled by the abundance of our great nation and the blessings of freedom, family, and faith, he said. Trump's final words urged Americans to act out their faith while gathering together. "I encourage all Americans to gather in homes and places of worship to offer a prayer of thanks to God for our many blessings," he said. Yeah, what a difference, and so true. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.